moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the camp.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace boom going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a place that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper capper. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That's complete to Tony. Finding room in midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 2, now Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. An inside give, Brown. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Here comes to gain the first here. Burrow on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Burrow going for it on fourth. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He's going to go down as a loss of 5. Brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 7-7, our score after 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got Smith here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And in that play, he came through.
On third down, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. Had a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And some room to maneuver. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. Mixon is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal side. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow flushed out right. This one into the hands of Burton. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. There we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back. Zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Extra point by Booker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. Unforced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. To the air again, Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Burrow on play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr. from 19 yards away. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They run the jet sweep now for Tony. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here we go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 63 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Chiefs go